These are the Corbin motorcycle seats. Made in the United States since 1968, each of these Corbin seats is going to be custom designed for your order, and you tell us the specifications you want. That includes the color of the seat, the design, the stitching, if you want it to be heated or not heated. The options are yours to really make sure that we get the seat exactly the way that you want it. Now, these Corbin seats are going to be designed specifically for the motorcycle that you are ordering them for, so they have an optimal riding angle and are going to give you improved comfort and usability when compared to your stock seat. Now, you can find these Corbin seats available at accessoryinternational.com. These are the Corbin motorcycle seats. So how do they do it? How does the seat make the magic happen? Well, each seat starts off in the production facility in California where Corbin is located, and it's going to be custom made to each customer's design request. So you choose the color, you choose the material that you want it to be made in, and you're going to choose which motorcycle you want your seat to be made for. After that, there's going to be three main components that the seat is actually going to be based around. We're starting off on the bottom with the seating panel, which is going to use our FIBERTECH technology. That FIBERTECH technology is going to offer a real strong and rigid seating panel, which is not going to have much flex to it. So when you sit a rider down on these seats, over time that seating panel isn't going to deform and cave in and kind of change your riding angle. It's going to stay nice and sturdy to make sure you keep the same riding angle that the seat was designed for. Then moving up to the next level, we have the foam inside of the seat. Now that foam, we use a technology called Comfort Cell foam. That Comfort Cell foam is going to have a really dense level of foam, so when you do sit on it for extended periods of time, you're not going to slowly compress downwards into the seat and again start to change the angle of your riding position. You're going to stay nice and fixed upwards on that seat. So when you do take your first initial rides on your seat, it is going to feel a little bit more firm than you're used to when compared to the stock seat. But again, you're not just going to have comfort for 10 or 15 minutes like your stock seat might offer you. You'll get the same levels of comfort all throughout your ride. And then where the things start to get interesting, that's going to be the surface level of the seat. You got three different types of construction materials you can choose from. That's going to start with our genuine leather, our vinyl, or the velour. So on the top here, this is the typical seating panel that we do. On this specific seat, you can see that we chose the red color, and this does feature the genuine leather. Now, genuine leather is always what we want to recommend customers to go with on these seating panels. The reason for that, genuine leather is very breathable. It's a natural material that does really well when you're putting a person to sit down on this. So it's going to be really comfortable and kind of form to the shape of your body and your typical riding position. So really good for the seating area of your seat. Then moving on to the side panels, this is where we tend to recommend the vinyl. Now vinyl is not going to be quite as comfortable as a genuine leather, but it is going to be really tough. It lasts really well against the elements, and because you're not really coming into contact with this part of the seat, the side panels, too often, you're not going to really lose any levels of comfort by going with the vinyl here. Then moving up here, we have our stitching. Now this is just the standard stitching in red, but if you take a look on this side, you see we have the diamond stitching, and that's gonna come in with that red color against that genuine black leather, so it gives a nice contrast. And then moving up here on the front, you see we have a nice Corbin logo. Again, you can choose a different color that you want the logo to come in, another aspect of customization. Now looking on this side here, this is another seat that has that genuine leather finish on the top, but it does feature our carbon fiber look. So what that is, we actually take a laminated black nylon, we put that in through that genuine leather, and it's gonna give you that carbon fiber weave that's gonna look like real carbon fiber and give you the style, but it's still gonna give you all the benefits of that genuine leather, so you stay nice and comfortable on your seats. Now on top of that, guys, weatherproof. You get caught in rain, you have no problem. The seats are going to handle that really well, unless you opt in to go with the velour construction. Now the velour construction was the third type of material that we mentioned that we can do the seats out of. Now the velour material is going to be geared a little bit more towards the touring style rides. That is going to be a very plush construction, which doesn't do too well against the elements, but again, it's going to be that touring style, so it'll be very comfortable, very breathable, but again, it's suited for certain types of riders that are planning on keeping the bikes a little bit more under cover. Now, if something does go wrong with your Corbin seat for some reason, there is a lifetime warranty that's going to cover your seat against any defects or damage. That's going to include the actual foam inside the seat, the seating panel, and all the hardware included with your seat as well. And going back to the customization, you're taking a look here. If you decide you want to keep warm during the winter, you see we also have the option to include heat on certain seats. So we do have a heating element built into the seat, a nice quality switch here to turn that heat on and off, and that's going to make sure that you stay nice and comfortable and warm during those winter rides. Now guys, all in all, the Corbin motorcycle seats are giving you quality, design, comfort, durability, and customization to really make sure that you get a seat that nobody else has out there. Corbin seats made in the United States. If you have questions for us here at Accessories International, always feel free to reach out to us, guys. My name is Alex. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video, if we were able to answer some questions and be informative to you, and consider subscribing to us as well. We always really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and you have a good one.